Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Supply Chain Pedia. Today is our lecture number 2 on supply chain concept, its entities and flows. This lecture is also for those students who want to understand basic of supply chain. I will try my best to give you basic understanding of supply chain with real example. Think about your morning cup of coffee. It seems simple: beans, hot water, maybe some milk or creamer. But behind that cup is a vast network of farmers, processors, shippers, roasters, distributors, and retailers. This journey from beans to cup is a perfect example of a supply chain. By the end of this lecture, you will see how something as simple as your morning coffee represents a global supply chain. So let's start with supply chain definition again. A supply chain is a network of people, organization, resources, activities, and technology involved in moving a product from its origin to the final customers. In case of coffee, we can say it include farmer, roaster, shipper, retailer, and customers. Okay, basic supply chain involve three main entities. Number one, suppliers who provide raw materials. Next is producers or manufacturers who transform those material into finished goods. Another is distributor. These distributor move product from manufacturer to retailers. Next is retailer. These are the product seller. They sell product directly to the end customers, like cup, coffee beans. And finally, customers. These are the buyer of coffee. As our example is of coffee, so in case of coffee, let's dive into suppliers and district manufacturer detail. So in case of coffee, supplier will be farmers like from Brazil, Ethiopia, Vietnam. Manufacturer will be roasters like company Starbucks or Nestle. Next is distributor. These are the importer, exporter, or a 3PL logistics provider. Finally, retailer. These are the basically product sellers. They sell product directly to the end customers. And lastly, customers. These are the buyer of coffee. Flows of supply chain. Don't forget these entities are connected through uh, three key flows and one reverse flows like supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and customers. And finally, there are flows. Number one, product flow, the movement of goods from supplier to customers. Next is cash flow, the transfer of money, payment, and credit terms. Third is information flow, the sharing of data such as order, forecast, and tracking details. Last is reverse flow, that is not mandatory but it is the part of flow. It is return of product. Let's dive into each flow with coffee example in next slide. So as we know, this chain supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, customer, and the number one flow is product flow. Okay, the product flow or material flow will always be in forward direction. It means from supplier to manufacturer, then distributor, then retailer, and finally customers. Typical flow of material usually begin with raw material supplier to the final customer. In case of coffee beans, we can say coffee beans will move from farmers in Ethiopia to roasters in Europe, and then to cafes and supermarkets, and finally into the cup to the customer. Second one is cash flow. It is the backward movement from customer to supplier. Cash flow involves the payment of suppliers, collection of payments from customers, and the management of working capital. Cash flow is very important to improve the financial stability of a business. So we can say quicker the customer pay cash, the more stable the financial situation of a company. Coffee companies pay farmers. If we see coffee supply chain, we can say that coffee company pay farmers or cooperative exporters and cooperatives. Then exporter get paid for shipping, and finally customers or supermarket pay for the coffee. Third one is information flow. You can see it is bidirectional, from supplier to customer and customer to supplier. And in this bidirectional flow, information will be shared among different stakeholders. For example, supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, customers. This flow basically starts from planning to RFQs, purchase orders, invoices, delivery status, and finally customer reviews. Don't worry, I will explain all these keywords in another lecture. The whole purpose of this flow is smooth, timely, accurate, and efficient flow of product. So, in case of our example, coffee example, farmers share harvest forecasts, exporters send shipping updates, and you can say cafes order specific blends and quantities. This information ensures the right coffee reaches the right place at the right time. This one is return flow. Return flow, it is only active in case of product recall or defect in product or sometimes change of customer mind. So together these flow, we can say together these flows keep the coffee supply chain running smoothly. Without them the chain would be breakdown. Oops. Don't think this coffee supply chain is simple. The modern supply chain faces several challenges, including global complexity, ethical sourcing, sustainability, and technological advancement. To keep the flow of products smooth, companies respond by building resilient global networks, investigating fair trade and ethical sourcing programs, adopting sustainable farming and packaging practices, and leveraging technologies like blockchain and IoT for transparency and efficiency. A simple coffee bean supply chain has to face these challenges too, which we will discuss later in detail. So, the next time you sip your morning coffee, remember it is not just a drink, it is the result of a carefully managed global supply chain connecting millions of people across the continent. Okay? Thank you for watching this lecture. Please subscribe and follow my channel. And if you have any request or question, don't forget to comment below. I will be happy to provide answers to everyone. Have a good day and see you in our next lecture. Thank you.